Okay, so we watched Monday Night Raw. Mm. Was it? I'm still in my bag. I'm still in my bag though. I can't help it. I'm tired. It's been a long day, hunty. A long day. So okay, can you turn it down just a little bit? Okay, so I'm going to share the stream so everybody can see. Because right now, okay, shut up, phone. Shut up, phone. We're gonna talk about SmackDown because I thought today was Monday. I lost. I lost a whole fucking day. 2 days actually. Three? See, I don't even. I can't even count. I can't even count. That's the bad part. Like I lost 3 whole days. Thanksgiving takes me out. Hi Trevon, how are you? Hi AT2. It's weird being on the other side, ain't it, AT2? It's so strange. Ain't it weird? It's weird, ain't it? Anywhoosies. So I'm gonna give some people some time to come in. Okay, let me copy it to the clipboard. What, baby? Ooh, Oregon got on my uniforms today. Why is it so foggy? Okay, so I'm learning how to use it, y'all. So please forgive me. But we getting ready to get started. We're gonna talk about WRESTLE. Okay. So I want some people to come in with me. So I posted it at the stream. It is weird. It's weird, ain't it? It's weird. It's so strange. You be like, oh my God. Like I'm usually the one giving all the info. Now I'm all alone. Okay, so let me just try to share my stream with everybody. Cause child, I'm still trying to figure this out. This is new to me, hunty. Okay, so I invited some people to come in here, but my stream is up. Let me go check on my YouTubies to make sure that it's showing up on YouTube. Oh, goody. So, okay. Pete, SmackDown has come and gone, ladies and gents. And well, let me just give y'all a little bit of tea as to what happened. Hey, Jamarius, how are you? Hello, everybody who's coming in. I only got 4 people in here, but we just gonna talk then. I'm just gonna talk to y'all because everybody else is still on Instagram apparently. So, so here we go. Um, SmackDown was an okay show. It wasn't superiorly great, but it was okay. Some pieces I liked was they set up KO and Roman having a battle. Okay, so that's great. I'm glad they finally moving on, but they're setting up KO and Roman. They also used Jey Uso to do it, so of course he had to go through, the hierarchies to be able to get to that aspect of it, but they were able to set that up. So now it's going to be KO versus Roman, which in my mind is a good building block for Roman as a heel champion to go through a face like Kevin Owens, because Kevin isn't like your normal face. Okay. So he knows how to get ruthless when it's necessary, which makes him a very dangerous individual. Right. So I like that. I love that aspect of KO. Now, they also finished pushing forward Carmella and Sasha's feud for the last 3 weeks. Carmella's been attacking Sasha with that bogus ass, what they call it, Bella Buster. It's some bullshit. Then she decided she wanted to give a promo today with her and her stiff ass wig. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all, I don't care who see this. I'm pretty sure all y'all that see this gonna come in my neck, and I'm gonna be all types of names, and I'm gonna be all types of fat bitches. Okay. Let's get it out the way. Yes, I'm a fat bitch with a bonnet on. Moving on. Okay. So, honey, your wig is stiff. Okay. You didn't really do anything inventive or innovative to Sasha Banks to make yourself stand out even more than the other girls in the back, okay? The reality of the situation is what you did was typical of somebody who does not have the heat to take her head on. So obviously, there's a disconnect between what your supposed talent is and what you think you are. So here's my thing. Carmella is the type of girl, when she's a heel, she's very much I'm serving you face, but she does minimal work. And I'm not here for Carmella in that regard. So I'm like, when it's all over and done, I'll move on. But for right now, Carmella and Sasha is where they start, and they're gonna end up having a match at TLC more than likely, which I'm fine with. We're gonna have to see how that goes. The rest of SmackDown was pretty much kind of, I'll tell you what was weird. Hold on, y'all. Some of my eye. I'll tell you what was weird. That match between Corbin and Murphy and all of the interference that was being ran by the Mysterio clan, okay? What's going on with Mysterio and his whole clan, baby? Like, what is happening? What is going on here? Because I'm so confused when it comes to that. And my thing is this: when it comes to Mysterio and his whole get up, like, I get this, it's La Familia and this is family and all this other shit. But bitch, at the end of the day, y'all got to figure out some kind of way to break this up. Okay, now I was cool with Dominic, having his dad by his side. I was cool with all of that. But girl, when you start doing, you start coming out there and your ass is sitting up here, you got to come out there with your boyfriend, and then your brother and your daddy got to be out there so he can have help winning the match. Murphy don't need help winning no match. Hey, Kenny. Murphy don't need no help winning no match, honey. He never has. He never will. Now, Dominic, your ass need help winning matches. Your ass need help, baby. But Dom Murphy don't need no help. He ain't never needed no help. Now, you just come off of a big win. You beat a former, what? Rollins has been champion multiple times. You beat a former multi-time champion in Seth Rollins, one of the biggest champions the WWE has today in the WWE. Okay, you beat him, and then now you the next week against Corbin of all fucking people. Like, against all of Corbin of all fucking people, you decide, ooh, we're gonna have them all run interference for Murphy. No, bitch. No. I need for y'all to let this go. So y'all done had a little kumbaya moment in the ring last week. Good for y'all. Okay, so split this shit up. Break it up. Break it up, WWE. Stop holding on to it. Stop it. Cut it out. Okay. Jamarius said, throw the whole family away at this point, baby. I'm with you. I am with you, honey. I want to know where the storyline is going. At least Murphy is getting a chance to shine. And that's the sad part, because I feel like if he wasn't in the storyline, he more than likely would not get a chance to shine. And that's unfortunate, given the fact that Murphy is a very, very good wrestler. And I think if he had the right story, he would hold his own. You could have put Murphy you could have put Murphy in the mid-card division and had a program with somebody else. I don't understand why it still has to be this Mysterio thing. I feel like y'all could, let this relationship fizzle out some kind of way, where she was just like, I was just using you to get to Rollins or whatever. But I don't like this. Y'all need to fix this. Y'all got to fix this, because I don't want to see it. I'm over it. They still running that storyline. Hang it up, girl. They not gonna do that. No, ma'am. It don't matter. Aaliyah was on social media giving her real boyfriend a birthday shout out. So Murphy ain't her man. What you drop? Child. Oh shit. Jack can't get my soda. It done shook up, baby. Anyway, So let's move on. Back. Get your ass up. Get your ass up out of here. Sitting up here looking like goddamn Samuel L. Jackson in motherfucking Unbreakable. Got the audacity. Get your ass up out of here. Anyway. Oh, let me look at Trayvon. Siobhan said, I feel like Corbin is Seth Rollins' replacement in the storyline. Baby, I hope's not. I hope's not, baby. Because I sure don't want to be a part of that, honey. I sure don't. No, ma'am, Pam. Okay, I don't like Corbin. Corbin irritates my soul. Okay, he make my ass itch. I don't have time for Corbin. I can get your ass out of here, Samuel L. Jackson. Get out of here. I had to yell at my sister right quick. Excuse me. Anyway, I hope not, child. She said that storyline should have been wrapped up at Extreme Rules. Was it Extreme Rules? I don't know, but you know what I mean, girl. Yes. It should have wrapped up, but it didn't. Okay. They left it alone and now we stuck. Now we stuck with this shit. And it's a nice little placeholder, I guess, for the mid card. But baby, it's not cute. Now you have to excuse me if I'm yelling, but my microphone is very, very close, so and I talk loud naturally. So turn your radio down if you don't want your eardrums blown out. Okay. Just turn it down, auntie. Turn it down. Any whoosies. So we get to the rest of SmackDown. Bayley came out there while Bianca was having a match with Natalya, which to its credit was a decent match. Bayley did what Bayley was supposed to do, which was aid to her possibly having a match with Bianca. It started on social media. If you didn't know that, it did. It started on social media shortly after Survivor Series. Bayley was going at Bianca, and she got the girl good. I ain't gonna lie. She said, all them damn sprints you was doing couldn't help your ass get back in that ring at Survivor Series. I was like, ooh, ooh. Little Adolf got a print. She got a print. Hey, Janae. We talking about Smackers Downers, okay? We talking about Smackers Downers. We on Bayley and Bianca, okay? The match between Bianca and Natalya was actually pretty good. Okay, there was nothing wrong with that match. It was fun. I thought it really showcased both women's strength, especially Bianca's. It was where it got sloppy, of course, which it should have. It was supposed to do that when Bayley got involved. Bayley got punched because she was in the way, talking shit, running her mouth. She tried to get in the ring. Natalya bumped her off the apron due to Bianca's, pushing of her. And Bianca was able to get the W. Now, meanwhile, in between all of that, Bayley come in the ring on the apron talking mad shit. And I was like, okay, Bayley's doing her job as a heel. I don't like her. I ain't supposed to like her. Okay. But I can give credit where credit is due. She's doing a superb job as a heel, and I can respect that. So big ups to you, Bayley, for giving Bianca the platform she deserves and giving her the proper rivalry that she deserves, honey. See? Okay? Because that's going to be funny and interesting. Plus, I feel like that match between them is going to be great. Now, in my group, they keep calling her a loser because every time she gets to the big part, or rather the big matches, Bianca can't follow through. And I think that's a habit with a lot of wrestlers. Like sometimes that happens with Big E. More often than not, it happens with Big E. It happens with Sasha. When it comes to big matches or matches where they need to pick up a W, it doesn't come through. It happens later on. And it's so odd. It's so odd because it doesn't have to be that way. That is due to their booking. So we have to kind of give them a little bit of a pass on that, right? Hold on, let me read this comment. Let me see what Trayvon said. I don't know where Natalya is going with this boat gimmick. At this point, sink the whole boat, person. Damn, he said sink it, baby. Sinking, not sinking, Trayvon. That goddamn. Damn, Trey, we don't want to. Poor Natty. Poor Natty. Mama just cannot get a break, honey. Oh, okay. So I kept count because I do shit like that for no reason. Why the hell I got the Prince the emotion? Oh God. Okay, it was 5 matches. Yeah. It's okay, so I'll put it to you this way. For the most part, Bianca's only lost one match on the main card as her persona. Every match she's had, she's actually won. Even the stuff on main event, she's won. Now, when it came to this Survivor Series match, I can't really get mad at Bianca for that. And it was a double count out, so it didn't really get her, get her counted out to that point. But I respect I respect how they're trying to book Bianca. Let's put it that way. I respect how they're trying to book her. You feel what I'm saying? So I like I like the way she's being booked. I like the way she's being built up, and I'm very happy that she's going up against Bailey. That is a big thing, especially for Bianca. She went up against some of the best in NXT, put on great matches, and then she went up and she's getting ready to have a match with one of the greatest female women's champions of all time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes it so cool. So let's move on. Let's move on to some of these comments. Don't get me wrong, I love me some Natalya, but this gimmick is not working out. Girl, child, I don't know. I don't know if she want to be a boat or boats and hoes. I don't know. But at this point, Natalya don't have to do all of that. Natalya could just be Natalya, the Queen of Hearts. Okay, that's all I need from Natalya. I don't need her to be the boat or the best there ever was, the best there. I don't need her, biting off her uncle. I need Natalya to be the Queen of Hearts. She needs to be that girl. And however that's supposed to be portrayed, it's up to her. Okay. Bianca is still undefeated. Okay, if you say she undefeated, baby. She undefeated. Sasha Banks finally got to attack Carmella back. Yeah, finally. Finally, girl. I mean, at this point, she wasn't really too hard pressed with. Let's put it this way. I put it to you on our level because we normal, we normies. Okay, we don't live in the world of wrestling kayfabe. Okay, so let's put it on the normal level. Us normal people, once a bitch come at you like that, on some sideways sucker shit, oh, you going after that hoe immediately. You going after that hoe. But girl, Carmella got the drop on Sasha 3 times. And the only way I can rationalize it is Mama must have been paying her dust. Like, girl, you and that Bella Buster gonna have to go and come with something different. Because you're not doing nothing. You catching me off guard after I'm having a match, you kicking me. Then I'm in the ring doing the interview, you taking me out. I might have another match, here you come, you kicking me. What you doing is no different than what the other girls have been doing. So you saying you keep embarrassing her, not really. Not really, bitch. Because if we gonna put it into perspective, you are a former women's champion. So let's put that out there. You're a former women's champion. What exactly was so? What about your attack, or what about your blindsiding Sasha was so embarrassing for her? That's what I want to understand. But if your best life sucker. I know y'all seen Carmella holding on to that wig when she was in that bed. Carmella had to hold on for dear life. I told y'all it was stiff, hunty. It was stiff. The way she did it was dope. Handed her the glass and turned her hand so you could see the boss rings, and then whooped her ass. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's what, as she should have. She used the same two moves. Y'all harsh. Y'all worse than me. You see Carmella grab her broomstick, child. Her shit was about to peel right the fuck No! He said it's a Kim Zolciak wig. Stop it! Y'all cut it out. My stomach. My stomach. Oh my God. That is too funny. She was told she was holding on to that weed for dear life. And I'm saying though, Mama was not for the kingdom, honey. That was not for the kingdom. Hold on, let me readjust so I can sit right and talk to y'all. Mm-hmm. Sasha was beating her wig and it didn't move. It didn't even try because it's stiff, honey. It's stiff. I don't know how much she paid for the wig, and to be honest, it really don't matter. But Carmela, baby, I understand why you're wearing the hair because you need to be blonde. They want you to be blonde. You're bringing blonde. Cool. But it don't move. So I don't know what you got going on, but it's a whole bunch of YouTubers in the YouTube atmosphere who got blonde wigs and they synthetic and they move more than that. Now, I don't know if you got a lot of hairspray in there or what's going on. But either way, hunty, you know what I'm saying? It could have been so much better. It could have been so much better. John in my live stream now.
Yeah.
John's here.
For a second, I'll be back.
So what else happened on SmackDown today? Oh, we got the spot with Big E. So Big E was talking to Apollo, and they were actually, playing a little bit of what they call it, like garbage basketball, babe. It was a little bit. It was a little bit of a little fun basketball, right? They still talking about this child wig, so I'm gonna let them go with the comments. They had a little bit of that going, right? So, not me arguing with Magazine over there, trash ass fire stick. Oh my God, what's going on with the fire stick, darling? Her wig more stiffer than Nene Leak's face. Oh. Oh, that was dirty, Trey. Not ooh. That was ugly. That was fam. That was dirt and tea. Okay, that's an ugly comment. Ooh, y'all are cruel. Anyway, so Sami Zayn come up there just popping off at the mouth, running off at the mouth, doing all this I, and because he felt like he was being mistreated because as the champion, he deserved to be treated better than this. He's being forced to have matches, which in hindsight, Sami Zayn has not wrestled a lot since he's been Intercontinental Champion. So in that regard, and Janae, you can come back and back me up with that. In that regard, he's lying. And it hasn't been many title shots for the title. Okay, like I rarely see Sami Zayn on SmackDown, and when I do, most of the time he's cutting promos, and which is fine. I enjoy Sami as a champion because eventually he's gonna drop it to somebody who's gonna be able to take it off of him and run rampant with it, which I think will be Big E. Okay, which I'm fine with. I like Big E being a two-time Intercontinental Champion and him having battles with real opponents and really going there and making himself be a guy who can be in the main event. They got to start with stepping stones. And we say this all the time on my Instagram page and on at Down for the Count when we do Down for the Count. Hold on a second, y'all. We do it all the time. Make sure you guys follow Down for the Count because Down for the Count is our podcast, and we always are on the podcast talking about wrestling, and we are always making sure that we are telling everybody how we feel about the way people are being booked and how everything is going in terms of wrestling across the board, not just WWE, but we cover everything. Okay, so follow us on Twitter, and I'm gonna make sure I put this in here from now on. Okay, so that's our Instagram. You can also listen to us on Apple podcasts. You can listen to us on Google Podcasts. We are on Podcaster. We're on where else are we at? We're also on Spotify. So you can listen to us across the board anywhere you want, especially with your Apple iPhones or your Androids. You can listen to us pretty much anywhere. Okay. So I'm going to put that up there so you guys can see it. So let me get out of here and go back to the comments. Hi, David. Hello. How are you? Okay, Sammy look like he smells like Dr. Bronner's in all organic fractionated coconut oil. I don't get that. I'm gonna tell you what Sami Zayn look like. Sami Zayn looks like he smells like pine needles and outhouses. Sami Zayn. My father was watching Sami Zayn at Survivor Series with us. We watched that Survivor Series together. We were watching Survivor Series, and my father straight up said he reminded him of Fidel Castro. I was like, oh no, that's not where Sami Zayn want to be. Sami Zayn outside of kayfabe is a really nice guy, and he does a lot of charity work for Syria since that's where he's from. And he is Canadian, but his what is it? His nationality or his ethnicity is Syrian, and Sammy does a lot of work in Syria. He has a medic bus there helping them. They've been going through a lot with chemical warfare and all that stuff. And Sami Zayn was working very hard to help the people on the ground with his medic bus and just donations and all that kind of stuff. So just so y'all know, we talk shit and we talk about people and we always go at people next, but we really do understand that there's a character and then there's a person. So we're not dogging out the person, we're going at the character. Okay. It's just like watching a movie and you be going at Taraji P. Henson's neck when you watch Acrimony, or how y'all be going at John Cena neck when you when the new Fast and Furious finally decides to drop, or how you be watching Hobbs and Shaw, and you like Idris Elba, but you can't like him now because he's a villain. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. Just remember that, okay? Before some of y'all getting y'all feelings, because I call Sasha Banks little boy blue sometimes. Sometimes she do be crying like that. Shoot. Let's get back into these comments, honey. She said Sammy brushes his teeth with baking soda and organic mint oil. I think you got him and Daniel Bryan confused. I think you got him confused with put the Chevy to the levee because my levee was Bry. Okay. That's Daniel Bryan. He's go vegan, organic, That's D Bry. He said it looked like Sammy stink. Ooh. Y'all ain't got y'all ain't happy about nothing. Y'all terrible. It's all within kayfabe. Amen. Make it plain for them because they don't know. They don't know no better. Okay, when MVP tripped, Sammy was funny. Oh, they dragged the hell out of Alexis Thanksgiving food. That was not her food. Somebody posted a fake picture of on her account. That was fake. That wasn't her. I don't know why they did that, but I was looking at Gary Cassidy's Twitter, and he said the same thing, that it was fake. So Bryan versus Biggie would be a good match. It might, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Daniel Bryan is I think they're gonna have KO go up against Roman. And I think Daniel Bryan's eventually gonna go up against Roman at the Royal Rumble. Um I also think they're gonna have Big E go up against Sami Zayn. If he doesn't beat him at TLC, they'll probably have him wrestle Sami at the Rumble or before it, and then one of them will be an entrant, or both will be an entrant in the Rumble as champion. So I don't know. But I would watch Big E versus Daniel Bryan. I could pretty much watch Daniel Bryan do anything, honestly. Not even gonna front about it. Like I dead ass will watch Daniel Bryan wrestle all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I really would. So hold on a second. Let me make sure I put my personal Instagram in here. Okay. We got down for the count on here. I can also put my regular Insta on here. All right, let's get back to the comments and see what y'all in here, what y'all want to talk about. This fool said they said the plate looked like the same food that the Incredibles was eating when they was arguing at the dinner table. Y'all know y'all ain't shit. Oh, y'all know y'all ain't shit. Not the Incredibles table. Was I the only one laughing at Billy Kay and her damn resume? Sis trying to network and secure the bag. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I thought Billy Kay was funny. I like Billy. Outside of this K babe, I really do like Billy. I love Billy. I think Billy is hilarious. And I think that she's a nice reprieve to she's a nice reprieve from what's going on in terms of wrestling. You get the nice little block out, little comedy in the middle of there. So Billy's okay. Her wrestling, I hope she's working on that. But everything else is cute. Okay, Carmella's supposed to be untouchable, right? But that weave was it. Sis, sis, I guess sis gonna do what she gotta do with her weave. I don't know what's going on with it. I guess sis gonna do what she gotta do with it. I think she might get over more than Peyton. I think she will too. On the comedy side, Peyton is being paired up with Lacey, and I do agree with Don that it is for her development because they had her by herself while Billy was out, and she didn't do well with speaking. So having her with Lacey might make her a little bit more comfortable in her speaking, or at least get her on a level of comfortability that will work out in her favor. That part I don't have a problem with. I think when the two iconics are together, it cancels them out, and they work so well together that sometimes you can be a bit stagnant when you're in that situation. So they split them up to give them an opportunity to succeed outside of tag team work. However, I personally think the iconics could have benefited still as a team, could have benefited with, pairing, bringing Lacey in, kind of easing them in. It would have worked out either way. I think both of them can be stars, but they need to improve on their in-ring work tremendously. And I think Peyton needs to focus on her in-ring, which is fine. She was at Survivor Series. I'm not gonna lie, she put on a decent show at Survivor Series. But she does need work on her mic skills. So her doing all of that stuff will work out in her favor very, very well. Now, a lot of people was in my DMs asking me what I thought about TLC and how this is going to play out. So in regards to Monday Night Raw, since I went live on Monday Night Raw already, and my dumb ass thought today was Monday. My dumb ass thought today was Monday. It's been a long week. Thanksgiving was just yesterday. I'm tired bread. Okay, I had to cook. Now, Monday Night Raw is going to have several matches for the match card for TLC. Okay. So for sure, that Randy Orton is going to go up against the Fiend at TLC. We don't know what kind of match it's going to be, or we don't know how that's going to roll, but we can see that is happening. Okay. Number two, Drew McIntyre's opponent is going to be decided next Monday in that sudden death triple threat. Now, I don't know how this sudden death triple threat is going to work out, or if it's going to work out. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, look up at the sky, bitch. Wait. I'm coming in. Just hold on. All right, I'm back. Anyway, now we're not sure of how this is going to work out for Drew. He's got three potential opponents. He has Keith Lee, he has AJ Styles, and he has Riddle, who could possibly be one of his opponents. If it were me, I would have chosen Sheamus to be the guy. Thank you, love. If it were me, I would have chosen Sheamus to be the guy. I wouldn't have picked Keith. I wouldn't have picked any of those other people. I would have picked Sheamus. The reason why, because I feel like there would be a little bit more of a stirring of the pot to have another big rivalry with Drew McIntyre. I think it would have worked out really well. And I think Drew and Sheamus work well with each other. You know what I'm saying? Now, they could very well move into Keith Lee, but I think the person who's going to win that triple threat is AJ Styles. I think it's going to be Styles versus Drew McIntyre at TLC for the WWE Championship. As far as Asuka is concerned, I don't think Asuka is going to defend her title at TLC. I think that the tag team of Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax are going to be defending their title against Lana and Asuka. And Asuka and Lana are going to end up being tag team champions, to which Shayna or Nia or both may challenge Asuka at Royal Rumble, making it a triple threat, for the Raw Women's Championship, to which Lana may cost Asuka the title. A whole lot could go down in that scenario, but I do think that at TLC, Shayna and Nia will be dropping those tag team titles to Lana and Asuka. Now, very well, Asuka could compete twice at Royal Rumble. We've seen it happen before. Asuka could compete with the tag team titles, drop them to the Riot Squad, or drop them to Mandy and Dana um, if they are recovering from their injuries in time. Then they could drop it to them, or they could very well drop it to Riot Squad, like I said, and then you could have Shayna, Nia, and Asuka compete in a match at Royal Rumble, or later on at the next pay-per-view that next month, you could have that triple threat play out. It really could play out that way or many other ways, but I'm just giving you scenarios that could work out in your favor. In terms of the U.S. Championship, the reason why I say Keith Lee probably is not going to win in terms of that sudden death triple threat is because Keith Lee should be on a path to being the next United States champion. Instead of having Bobby Lashley hold that title for months and not defend it as but maybe twice, maybe 3 times, I haven't seen Lashley defend that title against anybody but Titus. Outside of Titus and outside of Titus and Apollo, he hasn't defended against anybody. So I don't see how that's going to work out any other way than to give the title to Keith Lee. Keith Lee needs to be the one to wield the title. Then you can have other guys coming in trying to take the title off of him. Like, I would love to see Keith Lee go up against Strowman again. You can see Keith Lee go up against Sheamus. You got a whole thing going with Keith Lee and him being champion. You got really good match potential with Keith Lee as champion. I'm not dogging Bobby Lashley, even though I don't have no love lost for the man. But the reality is, him holding the title does nothing for the United States Championship, but it makes him look great. Now, I understand that it has a lot to do with booking. I'm not taking that away from him. But the reality is, Bobby Lashley does not excite me when it comes to that championship. And I'd rather it be on somebody who is exciting and will actually pull eyes to it, rather than keeping it on Bobby Lashley, who does nothing for me. He does nothing for a lot of people, honestly. Now, I get it. I'm going to get a lot of people in the comments after this airs fully on my YouTube channel. Oh, you didn't see Bobby Lashley in TNA. Different companies book you differently. And I understand that WWE's booking isn't the greatest. And I also understand that WWE aren't doing their greatest job of booking and pushing characters in the WWE, making them worthwhile of watching or want to be watched, whether you love them or hate them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not blowing smoke up with WWE's ass. And I also understand that Bobby Lashley is a force to be reckoned with athletically. But given my entertainment factor, my threshold is not that high for entertainment. And Bobby Lashley barely reaches the middle of the cup when it comes to entertainment factor. So as far as I'm concerned, snatch the belt off of him and put it on Keith Lee and start building your championship reign around Keith Lee. And if you want to have him drop it in a couple months or however long you want to keep it on him, just don't let it be no Sasha Banks, fucking Johnny Gargano type of shit. That's all I ask. Let me put some of these comments in here. I think they'll be tag champs. then drop it to Ryan Squad or Mandy and Dana sometime in January. See exactly how I see it. I'll go back one more comment. It's your boy Kevin said Keith Lee needs to win the title in front of a crowd. Well, at this point, baby, it's gonna be a minute before we get a crowd, so you might want to wait until about 2022. That's probably when they'll start letting us back out our houses and moving on. The C thing is running around and it's 13 million cases of it. 240 plus thousand people have died. So it's not slowing down, it's ramping up. And people are not doing what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to wear your masks, wash your hands, use gloves if you want, and make sure you use hand sanitizer. Those are preventative measures. Doesn't mean that you won't get it, but they will lessen your chances of getting it. Do you understand? I just want to make that clear before I get some comments from some dumbass people talking about masks don't stop, bitch. Neither do condoms, but your ass still use them, ho. Stop playing with me. Stop it. Anyway, got some more comments coming in. Jay says it'll be AJ versus Drew. I think so too. And what's the point of Styles' manager being there? I haven't seen him do anything yet. Well, I guess AJ Styles pitched the idea of having a bodyguard like character, and they went with it. So, I think his name is EJ. I think that's his name. They went with EJ. EJ actually was able to go ahead and start working with AJ Styles, which I think is a good idea. AJ Styles is a veteran in the game, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, and you have to give him that respect. Putting him with EJ will work out well for EJ because he'll understand, he'll get a close-up view of how to work in the ring. He could also be practicing with him. He's a very big guy, very Great Khali like big. So he's gonna have to move differently and work differently than other people. So it's gonna be a while before you see him in the ring actually compete. He's gonna be that bodyguard like character that steps in when he needs to, and all of that good stuff, which is fine by me. I mean, if they want to do something to give, oh, somebody got hurt bad. Is he getting up? Oh my God. Oh, wow. They stopped him. Anyway, sorry, I'm watching football. My husband's watching college football, y'all. Anyway, so I don't have a problem with him having I don't have a problem with him I don't have a problem with him having a bodyguard. I think it's clever. I remember saying Keith needed to go for the US title before the WWE championship, and I was told, nah. By who? Was it me? Did I tell you that? Because I don't remember saying that. Sasha outfit was cute tonight. Sasha outfit was cute. Sasha outfit was cute last week. I actually like the little Crips one piece she had on. I'm just tired of all her shit tying up around the waist, and I think she got to go with one aesthetic. I like her little homage to Aaliyah that she had on before she got the women's title. When her neck was still in that brace. I like that outfit. I like her one pieces, but I feel like Sasha got the kind of body where she can wear anything she wants. And I think she sticks to one vein and she doesn't have to. Like, I really, really liked her one piece that she had on today, or the two piece she had on today. And I really liked that one piece she had on last week. I loved it. Sometimes Sasha hit the mark real hard. Her hair was done nice today. Makeup always be popping, so I don't have to worry about the makeup. But Mama looked good. She really did. But let's get back into what TLC is going to look like. So I'm gonna put your comment up in a minute, Trey. So here we go. We already covered the women's division in terms of the tag team titles. We covered the US championship and we covered Drew's championship. Now anything else is going to be outside the scope of being, it's not going to be like relevant. So only thing that's lingering out there that may be an issue is the Miz being Mr. Money in the Bank. He's a crafty little bastard, so you have to watch him. If Drew goes through this grueling match with AJ Styles, ends up beating him, and then the Miz comes in and takes the title, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm going to be pissed, okay? Then let's move over to SmackDown side. So I'm gonna put some more comments up, and then we're gonna move over to SmackDown side. Trey says, I think Tamina should be with Roman and Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso when he comes back. It will give her more buzz and more character development for her because Tamina is really good in the ring. That I wouldn't mind. Having a female in their faction would work. My thing is with this whole thing with Roman, I'll get to that in a second. I'll get to Roman's bullshit in a minute. So hurt on, y'all. I don't like how they say Tamina is this unstoppable force, but they have her lose almost all the time, and that bothers me. Okay, so we're gonna unpack both of your comments really quickly, and then I'll get to Roman and how I feel about this bloodline shit. I agree wholeheartedly with Tamina with the way you assess Tamina. The thing is, unless they plan on giving Tamina the title, there's no reason for her to be. I can see her being a part of the faction. Um, but if they were gonna do this and make it the full bloodline, then Naomi should be moved from SmackDown and be on Raw, and all of them should be in the faction together. Nia should be moved from Raw and be on SmackDown, and all of them should be in the faction together. Because what you could do is, if you were gonna do this and fully dominate, then you could have. Hold on a second, Don. I'll let you in a second. You could have Tamina and Nia as your tag team champions. You could have fucking Naomi as your SmackDown Women's Champion, and you got Roman as your Universal Champion, and then you got the Usos as your tag team champion. If that's what you planned on doing, you could definitely have a full bloodline running the show. They got all of the titles. They got the whole show locked up. But they're not going to do that. As far as Roman goes with this whole bloodline thing, I was here for it in the beginning. Where they're losing me is how Roman is. Hello, Evelyn. Is how Roman is using Jey Uso. That's where they losing me at. I don't. Outside of kayfabe, yes, I understand it, right? Because it's like a manipulation thing. They have to make him. He has to be molded in shape. So you have to like change how he thinks in order for him to do his bidding properly. You feel what I'm saying? So that's basically what Roman's doing. The impression is I'm the champion and you're just my cousin, so I'm bigging you up just by being champion, right? But the reality is,
I'm scared.
when he went up against Drew McIntyre, had Jey Uso not interfered, Roman most definitely would have lost that match. And if he hadn't a low blow demand. Hold on a second.
What's going on?
Hey, Don.
Hey, I don't know what's going on. Your sound keep breaking. Probably because I'm not on Wi-Fi, but your sound keep breaking up.
My sound is breaking up.
To me,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have to go back to my headphones. Lord have mercy. Here long.
It's like glitchy.
Yeah, give me my headphones. Those my headphones or yours? It's in my purse. Why you have to take it like that? You ain't had to snatch it. Y'all knew my sound was messing up and y'all ain't say nothing. Y'all just been sitting there. Y'all ain't shit. Hold on a second.
Could just be me. I don't know.
I don't know why Diane hiding on the live stream all of a sudden.
The Fiend and Randy Orton. The Fiend gonna beat Randy ass. He gonna disappear. He gonna go into his full paid part time work
Right.
experience.
Okay. Everybody said my sound was all right. Now I gotta put on my customer service headset because Diane said my sound was messing up. Rude. Now, what was that? I was talking about Roman. Okay,
Hold on, I'm gonna see.
let's
This
go back.
probably just me on my end. Hold on.
It says, tip what you think gonna happen between the Fiend and Randy Orton. I think the Fiend and Randy Orton gonna battle it out, and the Fiend is gonna ultimately end up winning. Um, they haven't said if Edge is cleared yet, so I'm not sure what they're gonna do in terms of Edge and Randy. They really need to close out that chapter, which they probably are waiting until um TLC. Maybe they'll start at TLC, dropping little hints and causing some havoc. I hope so, because I think Edge needs a W. He needs a W, like bad, you know. So, okay, so anywho, let's get back to SmackDown. Is somebody knocking back? Okay. Anywho, so here we go. You have several opportunities for SmackDown for TLC, like I mentioned. You could have Big E going up against, which I think is going to happen. It's going to be Big E versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship at TLC. Definitely going to have Kevin Owens versus Roman at TLC. I'm not sure what kind of match that's going to be, but KO is going to be going up against Roman, especially after what he did to Jey Uso tonight, which was perfect. It was perfect. Okay. It was awesome. Meanwhile, Roman was in the back just looking. He's supposed to be the dominant champion who's feared. He ain't go out there and do nothing. He just let his cousin get his ass whooped. That's terrible. Anyway,
Mhm.
into the women's division, you've got what's her face? Carmella's stiff ass hair and versus Sasha stiff ass hair. We're gonna see which one of these wigs gonna will out. And then we
Sasha's head was
got
moving tonight.
it was moving, it had a lot of flow. It had a lot of flow. I was like, okay, ma'am. So we gonna see. Let me see what else we got. We got Bianca and Bailey. Maybe they'll have them have a match at TLC too. Um, where
When is
else?
that? Isn't that like 22nd as well? Some shit.
Mm,
Or the
let me
6th?
TLC.
Waterfalls. Waterfalls.
It's stupid. It's the 20th. It's December 20th.
Oh, okay, right before Christmas.
Yep. So hopefully we'll get to see how all that stuff plays out. I'm interested in TLC. The TLC is gonna have some decent bookings this year, so we're gonna see how they all play out. They got a couple more weeks until TLC, and we just gonna have to wait and see how that play out.
I can't wait till Elimination Chamber. That's what I want to see.
Ooh, Elimination Chamber is fun. Do you think Alexa and Nikki will have a cinematic match at TLC? No,
Man,
no. I wouldn't want to watch it if they.
I
I
want to.
wouldn't want to
I don't
watch
think
it if
it's
they
like depth
did.
enough right now.
I think what they did last week with Nikki and Bliss was just fine.
You don't want to see it no
Like they
more.
get no, I'm not interested in that. It was cute. Ooh, War Games. So War Games is set, right?
Mhm.
And they got Pat McAfee's team versus Undisputed Era. And
Wait,
then you have not Tony Storms, but you've got Candice LeRae's team
versus
versus Shotzi's team. On
which
Shotzi's team, I imagine Rhea Ripley will be joining that team.
they's gonna
So
be
it'll be
Rhea,
Rhea, Shotzi, Io Shirai, and who's the fourth?
Ember,
Ember. And for Candace's team, you've got Tony, Dakota Kai, Raquel, and her. Okay. So them four women's gonna be on one team. Everybody gonna be fighting. They usually do pretty well with NXT War Games, so I'm happy about that. Johnny Gargano and Damian Priest are going up against Leon Ruff. I imagine it's gonna be at NXT War Games, but I think that's this this Wednesday. Hold on a second. I think they're having a championship bout this Wednesday against Leon Ruff. Triple threat. Oh, it's at War Games. I was right. Okay. So it's Leon Ruff versus Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano, and that's all going to happen at War Games. And I don't think it's no other matches. Oh, Finn's supposed to have a match, right? Who's Finn going to go up against? Is he even cleared to wrestle?
Who? Finn?
Finn Balor.
Uh-huh.
So,
They showing pictures and vids and stuff, so I guess. Like, who he gonna go against? He ain't been there for about, what, a month?
yeah, it's been a minute. So hopefully we'll have something with Finn Balor. If not, War Games can go on with the match card it has and be just fine. So I've covered all the stuff I need to cover. So I'm good. I'm gonna go wash this stuff out my hair. And I will talk to y'all probably next week. Next Monday, I will go live again. And I will I'm gonna take you out, John. I'll probably go live after I rinse my hair out. So I'll be
Okay.
back. I'll be back on Instagram.
Be there.
So I'm gonna end the live stream here, okay? Because you know I I ain't got nothing else to talk about, and I don't need to talk. I've been talking for an hour, honey. So y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram so you can get the updates on when I post. I do live commentary on Instagram every week. I try to do all three shows, but occasionally I don't get to it. So, girl, it is what it is. All right. Bye, Jamarius. I enjoyed you being here. Love you. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram if you want to, keep on getting all my commentary, honey. It's up on Instagram for sure. I don't do all of it because I just don't be having the patience or the time anymore to record everything. So you will get some pieces of Raw, NXT, SmackDown. Occasionally I will do MLW. I'm going to start doing AEW as well so you guys can get a full spectrum of everything. But I don't want to spread myself too thin. So if I don't review everything, please charge it to my head and not my heart. All right. I got to go rinse this stuff out my head because I got a cream rinse in and I'm ready to go get my hair twisted up so I can put some good wigs on, honey. So I can show some of these hoes up and let them know how you can get a good synthetic wig and it not be a mess. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Make sure you follow Down for the Count on our Twitter. I'm going to put it on here on the banner so y'all can see it. Follow us on Twitter at Down for the Count 19. Follow us on Instagram at Down for the Count. It's at D4TC_podcast for Instagram. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, Google, and Spotify. You can get all that tea and information. All of the wrestling news is up on our podcast right now. You can go listen. Okay. Y'all be easy and make sure you tune back in. December 6th is going to be Tribute to the Troops. I wanted to make sure I reminded you guys of that. Also, that is the same day of War Games. I imagine Tribute to the Troops is going to be earlier in the day and War Games is going to be that night. That following 2 weeks after that, I believe it is going to be TLC, which is the final show of the year. It'll be tables, ladders, and chairs for WWE's main card. We already went over who we think is going to be a part of the main card. And that's pretty much it. I don't know of any more pay-per-views that's going to be happening this year. If I find any, I'm for sure going to let you guys know. Oh, and I'm going to be talking about Impact from now on because Impact streams live on Twitch every Tuesday. So I'm going to remind myself to watch that and do reviews of that as well. Okay. So you guys, make sure you come back next week because I'm going to live stream here on StreamYard next week. And you guys are not going to want to miss it because I want all my folks to be a part of my StreamYard streaming. I'm going to try to do a StreamYard once a week for my YouTube stuff. And I'll try to do it on Fridays. That way I can cover everything. But I'm going to test it out for Fridays, which is today. Then I'll test it out for Mondays, which is next week. Okay, so I know my days now, baby. Am I right? Today, Friday. Next week, we got 3 days till Monday. Am I right now? I'm on track now? Okay, great. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram and make sure you keep yourself subscribed here when I go live and we can talk about what happened on the shows. I am your girl, Smackdown TV 2, and I'll see y'all later.